It was a Sunday night when I realized I was completely and utterly screwed. I sat on my bed, the lower half of my body tucked into the warm blanket and my upper half sitting up, trying to write an essay I didn't know how to write. Suddenly, my stepdad called from the family room. "Simmone, what do you have to do for your senior speech?" I froze. I hadn't written a single word on my senior speech, nor did I have any idea what to write about. And my senior speech was less than a week away. Over the course of 4 years, a billion ideas had popped into my head to put in my senior speech, but each one I brushed away, insisting that I'd know when the time came. When the time finally came around to write the speech, though, I still didn't have any idea what to write about. I began to search within myself. In my 4 years in RHP, I had heard my share of sappy, dramatic speeches and funny speeches and very serious speeches. I wanted my speech to be different. I wanted it to be remembered. Alex Hubert's speech popped into my head initially. It was light and funny, but somehow it carried a deeper message. But I realized I couldn't write something like that. Then Eric Landon's speech popped into my head. I giggled, remembering how he had walked on stage and thrown his crumpled speech behind him. But I knew I couldn't pull off the stunt he did, and more importantly, it wasn't me. The last topic that people always seemed to talk about was a specific talent or interest. But when I searched myself for a talent, I found none. I looked around and it seemed that everyone had some unique trait or something that made them stand out. My best friend was an incredible singer and actor. My fellow debate club members always seemed to outclass me. My sister could run a 5-minute mile, and my mother had a natural talent for cooking and the arts, and another close friend had the ability to be friends with anyone. When I looked within myself, though, I saw emptiness. And so I was left with the question, what am I good at? It was a question I didn't know the answer to, and I still don't know the question to. I cried over it and I searched myself again and again, but to no avail. I began to tell people about how I felt, but all I got was, "You have kindness, hard work, and compassion," Simmone, my mother would say. "It might not be important now, but it'll be important later." But to me, all it sounded like was, "You don't have any actual talents except your personality." "You're good at academics and working hard," my friends would tell me. "Everyone's good at academics, though," I would say. It was a pattern. I kept criticizing myself. I kept telling myself I wasn't good enough. I started hating myself and still looking for an answer. It was a Monday when I found my answer. I sat in the computer lab, drumming my fingers on the computer surface, and in the computer lab, with my feet propped on the table, typing my speech, I found a not-so-expected answer. As high school seniors, we are told we must find our passions, but I haven't done so yet. Is that wrong? No. We're young, and there's still plenty of time to figure out what we should all do with our lives. And I know this probably sounds really cliche, but I mean it. Tomorrow is a new day, and tomorrow I'll keep on walking and won't look back. For now, though, I'll focus on the present. Thank you. Shoutouts. Sabrina, when I first met you, I thought you were cool. And then I began getting to know you.
Thanks.
For the past 3 years, I've actually known you. You've been my best friend and practically family. Thanks for being my friend, even though I know you a lot. I don't know what I'm going to do after we graduate, but I know you'll make a great whatever you want to be. Love you. To the rest of the Cohn family, you guys are practically my second family. Thank you for enduring me. Isabel, you're awesome. Keep being you. Chance, you annoy me sometimes, but I enjoy physics and ASL with you. Thanks for talking to me when I'm bored. Austin, yeah. Sergio, you're not here, or I don't think you're here right now anyway, but you go so underappreciated on this campus, but know that you are the best. I love talking to you, and I hope you have a good wedding.
Yeah.
Chorus, you guys are awesome. I always love singing with you, and I can't wait for our next performance. Amara, Cheyenne, and Ava, there are your shoutouts. Liz, there's your shoutout. Miss Goodspeed, when I was in 6th grade, I hated theater, but when I entered RHP, I came to love it. Thank you for always pushing me to become a better actor. Thank you for making theater something enjoyable, and thank you for being there to talk to when I needed someone to talk to. Justin, you're not here right now, but I met you when I was in 9 or 10, and since then you've drastically changed my life. Thank you for being my dad when my other dad wasn't there. And thanks for putting up with me and Mom. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. No one else would be able to do what you do for our family. Even though you make weird voices and constantly tease me, I still love you. Thank you. Dad, you're not here right now either, but I love you so much. Thank you for being my dad. I love you and I'll miss you in college. Mom, for the first 10 years of my life, you raised me all by yourself, and it probably wasn't easy. You've been with me through thick and thin and shaped me into who I am today, and I don't say it enough, but thank you, and I love you. You always bring me snacks when I'm up late studying and comfort me when I'm depressed. What I'm trying to say is, you do everything for me, and I just want you to know that doesn't go unappreciated. I love you so much, and thank you for everything. Mr. Williamson, when I entered 9th grade, you were my first friend and biggest role model. No matter what, you helped me, encouraged me, listened to me rant, read my stories, inspired me to be a teacher, and shaped me to be who I am today. Thank you. I can't say thank you enough. But I'll say it anyway. Thank you for everything. Thank you for listening to my speech.